Hi guys, Juice here. I am back from hibernating. I've been having troubles filming on my phone because my phone needs to be updated, which I'm going to do today. And last video I filmed was my July wrap up, so sorry it's been a while. So I have a ton of videos to make. I'm actually going to talk to you today about one of them. The one that I'm filming today is my fall TBR. It's currently the first week of fall. So my list of videos I want to make here is my Contemporary-thon TBR, Fall TBR, which is this video, September wrap-up and book haul, October TBR, series I need to complete, series I want to start, and a library haul. So look forward to those next couple of videos. So this will be the first one that I'm filming today, so I have a lot of books to talk to you today about. I have my hydro here, and I am ready to talk. It's been a while, so hi, welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My hair is super crazy, it doesn't want to stay down today, so that's how it's gonna be. I have two stacks of books right here to talk to you today about, and let's just jump into it. So the first book here is The Firekeeper by J.C. Corventz, the second installment into the Stormrunner trilogy. I read book one last year around September. I buddy read this with my friend Taylor, and so we're planning to buddy read book two. So I know nothing about this one except that it's a sequel, and that's all I need to know. And I kind of don't want to give the summary to this because it is a sequel, and I don't want to spoil you guys of what happens in the first one. Just know I love the first one, and I'm super excited to jump into this series. Next book is a book I'm currently reading. I'm like 130 pages into this, and I'm currently reading this for Contemporary-thon, and that is Frankly in Love by David Yoon. Like I said, I'm currently reading this. I'm really enjoying it. Definitely super fast-paced contemporary, so I have this much left to read. I feel like that would be manageable because I have nothing to do today, so I'm going to be filming and reading at the same time. So this is on my Contemporary-thon TBR. So I'm hoping to finish this with a Contemporary-thon. If not, then I'll just pick up my graphic novel that I have. Next book is a first book in a middle grade series, and that is The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima, or Chima. I still don't know how to say her last name. I just checked out the audiobook of this from my Overdrive, so I'm very, very excited to start this. This is a 5-book series. I know nothing about this one either. I usually go into my books very, very blind. Like, I only know what the character is, and so it's middle grade. It should be a fast series. There's like 5 books in the series, so I'm definitely excited to start this series, and hopefully I will love this series. Next book is a super hype series, and that is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in the Mistborn series. This was a trilogy, and then he added a couple more books onto this series, so it's a spin-off series to the Mistborn series. So there's like 7 or 8 books coming in the series. So I have book 1 here in my hands, and it's a floppy paperback, and my friends from karate, they love this, and so I kind of trust their reviews whenever they read high fantasy. So definitely super excited to start this series, and I have the audiobook on hold for my Overdrive, but I'm like number 20 on hold, so this is a very popular series, so gotta wait for a little bit. Next is my friend Taylor and I book of the month for October. We both have a little like buddy read book club that we do together. And for October pick, it's His Hideous Heart, edited by Delilah Alder. We saw this at Barnes & Noble when we went book shopping in September. We were going to buy it there, but this was actually cheaper on Amazon. It was like $10 or something. So we've got it. I have my second copy for Taylor up there off to the side, so I remembered to give it to her. But I'm definitely excited for this. This is 13 retellings of Edgar Allan Poe's novel, and Edgar Allan Poe's original tales are also in this roundup. Next book is a book I was supposed to read last year during the fall. I was going to buddy read this with my best friend Gabby, but I kind of left her in the test, and that is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I hear amazing things about this one. This one is a first book in a trilogy, so the second one is already out. I want to try and get the second one if I really, really like the first one. I have the audiobook of this one scribed, so hopefully I can start this soon. This might be on my October TBR because it just seems like an October read and it just seems spooky. It has to do with magic, which is, the back says, stop the magician, steal the books, save the future. So, sounds amazing. I know my friend Gabby read this last year and she loved it, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. A new release I have that just came out this month is a debut novel, and that is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahern, right? Mahern. This is a Barnes & Noble book club pick for October, I want to say. I could be wrong. I had the oh yeah, it's right here. I took the sticker off earlier, so it doesn't say what month. It just says it's a YA book club pick. So Serpent and Dove is a, not a retelling, but it's like, I don't know how to explain this, but Serpent and Dove, I've just been hearing hype around this book, and so many good things I've been hearing about, and it's a debut novel, and it's super big, and I like big books, and I can't wait to jump into this series. I know this is a duology, sadly, so hopefully I like this as much as I think I would. Next is a new release that I just got in the mail yesterday, and that is Wayward Son by Ray Morale. This is the sequel, maybe finale to the Carry On to the Simon Snow series. I read Carry On like 3 or 2 times already. I'm actually going to reread Carry On in order to read this, just to refresh myself. So I just got this in the mail yesterday, and look at this. Like, what? So excited. I do have the audiobooks for both Carry On and Wayward Son, and this is so much smaller than the first one, so that makes me nervous, but I'm hoping this would be a great sequel. Next is a backlist title that came out earlier in the year, and that is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. This is one of the Grishaverse books, and that's all I know. Next is one of my Book of the Month picks that I want to read. I started Book of the Month back in June, so this is one of my August picks, and that is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Rare. I feel like fall would be a perfect time for mystery thriller novels, so I have this one and another mystery novel. So I only have 2 mystery novels from Book of the Month, but I really want to read both of them, but I'm more interested in this one than Recursion, which is the other one I have on my TBR cart over here off to the side. But I'm definitely very excited for this one. This is my first Ruth Rare book, so I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. The final book in this stack is Swipe Right for Murder by Derek Millman. I bought this at Barnes & Noble in August, so it should be in my August book haul, which is another video I forgot to mention that I'm filming. Last video I filmed was my July wrap-up, so this is on my fall TBR. I know nothing about it except it's a new release. The author did send me some swag. He sent me a signed bookmark, and then I forgot to put my signed book plate in here, but he sent me a signed book plate, and it was supposed to be signed, but this one I forgot isn't my signed copy, but he sent me some swags. He sent me 2 of each of these book plates and bookmarks, and then he sent me a pop socket, which is amazing. I haven't put it on my phone yet because I have my Owl Crate one. I have my Owl Crate pop socket on there that I really love, so. On to the second stack. This stack is new releases that came out recently. And so the first one I have is Tunnel of Bones by Victoria Schwab. This is a sequel to City of Ghosts. I think this is going to be a trilogy by Victoria Schwab. This is her middle grade series. It could be a series, could be a trilogy, who knows. But the 3rd book is coming out in 2020 of next year. So I have the audiobook of this. So I just need to start the audiobook soon. And hopefully I'll love it. I know I will because it's Victoria Schwab. Hello. Next book is another sequel, so I'm just going to fly through this one. I'm buddy reading this with my best friend Heather, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's actually on my 5-star prediction TBR, which I made earlier on my channel, and that is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. This is the sequel to Scythe, which I read Scythe earlier back in 2018, and I really, really enjoyed it. Scythe was literally my last book I read in 2018, so I clearly remember that. And I'm just super excited to read this, and I literally have this much left in here to read, so yay, can't wait to finish this and see what we think of it. Heather, text me if you're watching this. Yay. Going on to the next sequel I have is Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. This is a library book that I am checking out at the moment, and this is due on October 12th, so I want to read it sooner than later. I do have the audiobook of this as well, so yay for audiobooks. Next new release I have is Loki, Where Mischief Lies by Mackenzie Lee. This has decal edges, and it's supposed to have some illustrations inside, which I'm very excited to see what those are. And if you take off the dust jacket, it's green. Look at that green. This is Mackenzie Lee's newest novel. She's the author of the Gentleman's Guides to Vice and Virtue series, which I read last year and really, really enjoyed. So this is her newest release, and I just can't wait to jump onto this bandwagon. Next book is one I'm for sure going to read this fall, because my friend Erin from Instagram, she and I are going to be reading There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. We both got this in September, and so we both asked if we wanted to buddy read this together. So Erin, I'm so ready for this buddy read, and I just can't wait to start this with you soon. Next new release is another buddy read I'm doing with my friend Taylor and Amanda, and that is Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco, the 4th and final book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I'm so not ready for this series to end, but I am also ready for it to end at the same time. I just read Escaping from Houdini last month in August, and I really, really enjoyed it. It wasn't a 5-star for me, but I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading Capturing the Devil and seeing how this series ends. And then getting down to the final stack of books is The 10,000 Doors of January by Alec Lee Harrow. This is one of my September YA Book of the Month picks that I chose. This is also her debut novel. Then I have a book that's on my Contemporary Thon TBR is Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi. I got this as my September pick for YA Book of the Month, and I am super excited to start this soon. I think I'm reading this week. If not, then I'll definitely read it in October. And then getting down to the final book that I have is a book from my Owl Crate for September, and that is The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is her newest novel. Her debut novel was The Hearts We Sold, and this is a signed copy from Owl Crate. See, it's signed. Super excited to start this, and I can't wait to see how spooky this novel would be. And the last 3 books